All right, let's go to the quantum realm. Let's cross it out. Come on.
I'm going to cross you out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cross You Out podcast. And of course, I'm your host, Eric Cross. And in today's show, we're going to get to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Also, we'll talk a little bit of wrestling. And it's baseball season. Let's go. So, with that being said, let's get into it. All right. So, I was going to talk about the cigar that I smoked. And unfortunately, it started raining very heavily out here. It started hailing to the point of almost, actually in some places in California, it started snowing, which is pretty wild. But the cigar that I was going to smoke was, I show this right here, but I'm also going to show the video right here. It is called the Jefe. This cigar is a 6x50, and man, a Habano wrapper and filler and binder undisclosed. Off the cold draw, it did had a faint cedar taste to it, very spicy, very heavy. So right when I was outside about to smoke, get into it, really just enjoy. Went inside to go grab something, came back out and saw that it was hailing right on top of my cigar and kind of ruined everything on my experience of smoking this cigar, which really sucked because I wanted to enjoy this one, but I do have another one inside my humidor, so that this review of this cigar will be back on next week. And yeah, it really sucks. I'm very surprised. I sat back and kind of looked at the hail for it coming down. It only came down for about maybe 20 to 30 minutes or so, but it did start raining. But the thing about it was one of those things where, my cigar was outside, and yeah, it got ruined. So I don't know if I'm able to put the video that I have of the hail coming down, but hopefully I was able to put it in. If not, it is what it is. But at the same time, it was one of those things where, I got a couple puffs out of it. It tasted it was very strong from what I got. But other than that, the rain spoiled my parade, and I will definitely have to smoke that cigar again next week. So we'll stay tuned for that. But we're going to take a quick break, and then once we come back, we're going to get into Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and see what I thought about it. I'll let you know. So we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we're going to take a quick break, and then once we come back, we'll get into Quantumania, and then we'll see what else we get into. So we'll be right back.
I'm going to cross you out.
It's finally here. You can finally pick up the Cross You Out podcast t-shirts. It comes in men's sizes, women's, and kids. Also, you can pick up a face mask and a cubby for your beer. So, sit back, kick an ash, and let's talk about it. Go to storefrontier.com/the Cross You Out podcast. Go pick one up today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we're about to get into Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. But before I get into this, the baseball season has started. The Dodgers are at this moment right now 1-1. Freddie Freeman looking good. I haven't had a chance to actually sat down and watch the games themselves. But I've seen a lot of shady calls from the umpires from the last couple games. The Bach that happened on when the dude was trying to throw out somebody at first base. I think it was the Marlins versus the Reds. And then what was it? The call at the home plate where they called it safe when the catcher was in front of the base trying to catch the ball. This whole these whole umpire things are just, it's getting out of hand. It's probably going to get a lot worse this season, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see where it goes at this point, because it can only get better, honestly. But do we trust into the umpires? No, I definitely don't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's get into it. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. I went to go see it on Monday, last Monday. What was it, the 20th? And honestly, I loved it. I am a big fan of Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I do feel that there was a lot less of Paul Rudd being a little bit more comedic, I guess the word is. But it was still a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I believe my fiance enjoyed it. To the point where I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next with, Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and then Secret Wars. But again, we're definitely going to have to see what happens at this point. Kang. I can't even say it, man, because this isn't a spoiler view and all this stuff. So if you have not seen this, please come back and enjoy this episode, or scroll along and see the rest of the video. But first things first, before I go into any kind of spoilers or anything like that, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, Michelle Pfeiffer, the original Wasp, Hope Van Dyne, and going down into the quantum realm when she did back in the 70s, I think it was the 70s or 80s. Then knowing Kang the Conqueror, Anthony Majors as I believe that's his name, as Kang, a completely different version of Kang from Loki, the Loki series. What was it? He Who Remains. That version of Kang is more childlike, more playful, more, like, hey, I know what's going to happen, so I'm going to have to play around with it. This one is very deceiving, very, very manipulative, and all he wants is to destroy. And I'm telling you, this movie, whether you enjoy the comedic side of it or the drama side to it, this movie is actually going to be really some of my top. I don't even want to say 10, top 5, not even that. I want to say that's one of the top versions of the Marvel movies that have came out, just because of the fact that this sets up a bigger threat, that's happening. Now, again, no spoilers at this point. Just if you have not seen it, please go out and see it. I believe so. I believe a lot of people have seen it by now, and hopefully have seen it by now. But again, it's a really, really well thought out movie. I know there were some parts of the movie that kind of felt like should have been a little bit more to this. You know, without saying any spoilers or anything, but there is a scene at the point where it's Michelle Pfeiffer and Kang talking, and it felt like there was something else that was going to continue on with that scene, but it never got back to it. Here's the thing: this is a great movie. Go check it out. Go watch it. You know, go see the Ant-Man evolution, because he was this thief. He was this felon at one point, because he was on the run for a little bit, and then this one, he's a man out of time. Basically, he's 5 years into out of the quantum realm, and also he has lost 5 years with his daughter, and he's trying to get that back. So definitely go out and see this movie. This is going to be a good a good kicking off point to what is this, phase 5, phase 6? What phase are we in at this point? But again, I think it's phase 5. Let's see. I want to see phase. Is it phase 6? I think it is phase 6. Yes, we are in phase 6. Or no, actually we're in phase 5. Sorry. We're in phase 5 right now. So that's crazy. Phase 5, this is the kicking off point, so it's going to be good. I like how it ends with Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and all that stuff, and then now it's going into the quantum realm, and it's going into time travel even more, and multiple the multiple timelines and the multiple multiverse. It's crazy, but this is spoilers and all that stuff. So if you haven't, again, last warning: if you have not seen it, go out and see it. Come back and we'll talk about it. But here we go. Kang the Conqueror. I don't believe he's dead yet. I don't believe he's, towards the end of the movie, he gets either hit by some kind of particle combustion or something that happens on his ship that he's trying to use for to go to the time to take his fleet back through time, or into, I believe, where the end credit scene shows. But he gets basically just kind of blows up, basically. we don't know if he's dead, if he's going back into a different timeline, if he, ends up going, into the reality. So at this point, uh, you know, Kang the Conqueror is still alive, but the Council of Kangs believe that he is dead. Ramatut, the Sentry, and Kang Prime are shown at the end credit scene. Again, I believe those are the characters that were shown at the end as well, talking. But they believe that Kang the Conqueror is dead, so now they can start this, and they called every single Kang in existence. What does this mean? Kang Dynasty, the next Marvel Avengers movie is going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. The lead up to to Kang, the next Loki season, whatever the next couple movies are going to be, they're going to have some hint of the Kang Dynasty starting, and man, it's going to be good. It's going to be so good, and I think it's going to really shoot off with the Fantastic Four movie that's going to happen. I believe right before the Avengers Kang Dynasty, I think. But again, I don't know. But we will see the version of Kang. Has to be a version of Kang inside of the Fantastic Four movie. He is a descendant from Reed Richards, so spoiler alert if you have not known that, he is a relative or something to the Fantastic Four's Reed Richards. So this excites me more than anything, just to see the fact that this is leading to an actual a real threat. We thought Thanos was a threat, but Kang is a bigger threat than anything we've seen. So it's gonna be wild. So I highly, highly, highly recommend to go see this movie. This was really good. But other than that, I think that's it. I think that's all the time we have. So go check out everything in the bio down below. Everything's going to be set. Go to my link tree. Go pick up the Crossout Podcast t-shirts. Go pick up the Crossout shirts. The Eric Cross t-shirts from Pro Wrestling Tees. Also the agency t-shirts, as well as the random podcast to be named later. Go check them out. They're coming back. They recorded an episode, I believe. Haven't seen it yet, but I'm waiting. I can't wait. Jonesing as well is another podcast by Adam Jones. What else? Privada Cigar Club. Go pick up your Privada Cigar Club merch. Everything that's out right now, cigars, you'll love it. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Cross out. Good night, everybody. All right, so I'm really sitting here thinking to myself, and I hope everybody loves the new kind of setup. This is a complete different, same area, different setup, but with this whole thing that's happening with the Marvel Universe, Kang the Conqueror, Anthony Majors as Kang is absolutely amazing. Great actor. He plays this character very. He wanted to play it like a real dictator, and moves. He said moves not wasted, basically, and you really saw that. You really saw the character of Kang be real threat, like a real threat to everybody. Even the fact of him, even in the line, he says, "You're an Avenger. Have I killed you before?" Saying that's fucking crazy. You know, are you the guy with the hammer? Talking to Ant-Man. It's a funny line. I loved it. This whole movie was amazing. So go out, go check it out, go see it, go and really get ready for this Kang the Conqueror or Kang Dynasty Avengers movie. Secret Wars as well, because that's going to be even better too. Just get ready. This is going to be amazing. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Cross out. Good night, everybody.